Hi everybody, Patricia from More Dog, just doing a little tutorial on the different types of leads that we can use. So the first one here, this is a really sturdy rope lead with a D-shaped clip. Now this is my preferred choice of clip for putting a lead on a dog onto a collar because it's quick and it's easy and you can do it with one hand, especially if you've got a furry dog with lots of fluff, lots of, you know, thick fur. It's a lot easier to put the lead on the dog like this than one of the other style ones, which I'm going to show you now, which is this one. I find this really fiddly to put on, especially with puppies. When you're dealing with puppies and you're trying to get them used to wearing a lead and having a collar put on them and being touched around the neck, don't get one like this because it's really fiddly and difficult to put on. So if I show you, if I try to sort of put this one on here, if you can imagine, you know, the puppy's wriggling about, it's really difficult. Quite often we are doing it with one hand, whereas something like this is much easier to put on. You know, and it's just done so much quicker that the dog doesn't sort of get offended by it. So if you are going to get a lead, I would get one like this and avoid the one like this because they're just really difficult, and you do need to have quite a bit of thumb strength to open that up. This is a puppy training lead, so with puppies I like to start off with something nice and light, and you can you know, put this on the dog and let it trail around the house with it just to get it used to wearing a lead, the feeling of the lead, the weight of the lead, you know. And some small dogs like Chihuahuas may stay on this lead for the whole of its life because it's suitable for the size. You know, in larger breed dogs, Dobermans, Mastiffs, German Shepherds, you want something nice and sturdy, so and a bit longer as well, so you can get different types of length of lead. This is a slip lead which I use for training heel work and walking to heel. So there's no clip on the end of it, it's a loop which goes around the dog's neck, and this stopper puts it in place. This little rubber stopper here, we push that down and it puts the lead in the dog's place. So I'm just going to put it on Fido. Okay, so I've got the slip lead on Fido now, and they tend to sit up quite snug behind the ears because this part of the dog's body is, there's not a lot of strength up here, whereas when we put leads around this part of the neck or even harnesses on this part of the body, they're much stronger in this part of the body. So it's a losing battle trying to walk a dog when you're putting all the strength there, whereas when you've got it up nice and high, you tend to have more control, and you can just do very small checks on the lead to communicate which direction you want the dog to go in. It doesn't need a lot of pulling and tugging on this because the dog will feel it's more sensitive. So actually I find slip leads can be really effective once they're in place and on the dog properly. You tend to sort of use them less than you would a normal lead and collar this way down, and a normal buckle lead and collar. People end up sort of pulling and tugging their dog all over the place. And you can get different thicknesses of slip leads and different lengths of slip leads. So this is quite a thin one. If you've got a larger dog, you might want to get a thicker one. Okay, the last lead that I want to show you, this is a Canny cross lead, so a lead and waist harness. So this is actually designed for people that want to go running with their dogs. So this belt here will go around the owner's waist, and it's got a nice clip buckle. This make is a dingo, and it clips in, it's easy to put on. And then we've got the lead here, which one attaches to the waist and then the other attaches to the collar of the dog. And you can see here, you can have more than one lead. So if you've got bad shoulder like me, and you don't want, you know, dogs pulling your arms, this is quite a good alternative. If you want to go running with your dog, this is a good thing to use. You can attach this to the harness. or if you're taking out more than one dog, so you could have a second dog attached here, and your hands are free to have, you know, dog walkers, then you could have, you know, another dog in each hand. So this is a good alternative for people that have got weaknesses in their shoulders or their hands and they don't want to hold the lead in their hands, and also to free up. And this has got a sort of flexible section to it, so if the dog does pull, it's supposed to absorb some of that shock. And this is this is called a Canny cross lead.